complexity. I think Slemmy's a great guy to have on the team to be the brains. And it looks like we're actually in game. Look at that.
I think we're
We're
live.
rocking and rolling.
There we go. All right. So that means, ladies and gentlemen, that it should be finally time to begin here in just a couple of seconds. We're going to be starting off a pistol round now, jumping into Cobblestone for our first best of one to start off the America's Minor. It's Team Liquid versus Team One. The winner of this gets to move forward into the upper bracket final, and then the winner of that will get to move forward into the semifinals starting off on the weekend here. Let's jump into it. Let's begin. Team One will be on the T side, and Team Liquid will be starting from the CT side here. Now, okay, we'll take a look at his perspective first to be jumping into the fray, and wow, he wastes no time diving into the action here too, right through the door where he gets a kill. It's not long before Elise trades it, but then IDK picks up another one, knocks out Twist. Maluk's got a nice position. He's going to be supported by teammates here too, but Stan trading these frags out, gets the double, brings it down just to IDK here, who's going to be trying to survive from behind the pizza box setup. He's going to keep himself back here, trades at the 1 kill, bringing it into a 1v1, but ultimately Stan will get the final kill with a 3K, giving that pistol over to Liquid.
Wow. Was that a Stan yell?
I don't know.
That was some kind of yell. That was very quick from Team One. Very just in your face right away with the Glocks, fighting nonstop back and forth. Liquid immediately get the trade frags. You can see they don't ever hesitate. They don't ever commit to these fights. They use their USPs appropriately. They play off of each other. Team One just wanted that hectic. They wanted to try to break up Liquid, try to make them just separate, isolate them, get the bomb plant. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get the bomb plant. Came down to a one-on-one. Good look for Team One early, but Liquid will hold on as they'll get out of the SMGs, the typical second round buy, which is ever evolving thanks to the UMP changes. So you'll see pretty much a different gun for nearly everyone except the double FAMAS, while Team One will go for the lovely CZs and mix upgraded pistols.
Yeah, and it's going to be a very slow roller here for the guys on Team One. They're not really trying to really take any map control for the most part here. They're going to be spreading their players out all over the place. We do start to see them slowly inching out for a bit of control here. You can see IDK tossing out the smoke. And then we've got a couple others trying to move in and creep up through A long here. So probably going to be looking at someone like Nitro or something like that, taking first contact. But it's all a little bit hesitant. As we can see, their MCH finally jumping into the fray. Unfortunately, though, he will get the worser end of things there, being dropped down to about 5 HP. So now he has to sit back, play very passively. TRK has better luck, though. So trace down Twist there and knocks him out from inside of the drop room. Stanislaw, quick on the draw, is able to trade that kill back out. And TRK, unfortunately, is still kind of stuck in drop room here. He's going to get pushed in a second. And there we go. There's the trade from JDM to bring it down to just 3 here now from Team One. And he's even pushing out aggressively on A long. The thing is, though, while he does get this kill, I don't think he's noticed it. The players are there towards door 8. But Nitro's going to spot that. He's going to be able to pick up the first kill. And that leaves only MCH in this fight, and not for very long. Nitro will run him over and give Liquid a quick second round.
Nothing crazy there from Team Liquid. Team One just trying to find some picks across the map, trying to use those deagles and CZs. And that is just Liquid shutting that down, not having any of it whatsoever. Stan, 4-0. And they're going to build up that economy of those SMGs. And plus, Stan will hang on to that M4, so he doesn't have to reinvest. Nitro, interestingly enough, thought he might go for an SMG here, being around, he was around 4,400. He'll just buy up an M4 instead of an SMG, get that utility behind it. As we will see, Team One now going to have to just go into this one with pretty much nothing. I mean, literally nothing, just Glocks. Try to get a bomb down. More than likely, this is one of those rounds that it's called a throwaway round where you just want to get over with as quick as possible. You have Glocks. You know you don't have much going into it. Now you have no health due to those bombs blowing up. And it looks like Liquid are just going to throw a deep smoke and just keep Team One isolated. So this round's going to go to Liquid. I don't see anything the Glocks can do. Although a bomb plant would be lovely for Team One.
Another nade just absolutely destroying the HP of these players on Team One. One by one, their health pools continue to dwindle here. In fact, the last few are going to be knocked out now. Twists and JDM clean up shop. And ends up being a quick 3-0 there now as they go up with a strong lead being established here. And for Team One, well, now they're going to be able to get the buys going at least, so we'll see full AKs across the board. Even an Optus really onto Maluk there. He's going to be able to buy into that with armor. Not the greatest utility, but that's very much the story for the entire team, so not expecting anything amazing there anyway.
I like the op right away, right off the get-go. They know Liquid are more than likely not going to upgrade. They didn't find enough frags throughout the opening rounds, Team One, to really hurt Liquid. They get two M4s, 2 FAMASs, so it's still a comparable, fightable buy. Twist with the MP9, look for him to be a little more aggressive. But for now, Team One have a pretty good shot at this round if they can drop the M4s right off the get-go. But it looks like Liquid still want to be aggressive towards Plat. I like this, where they get the deep smokes, they'll get the nades behind it, try to pressure Team One as much as they can. And when you're up against a team that has less experience, not as much road that they've covered in their CS careers, sometimes just applying pressure and breaking them early is ideal.
I think this makes sense. It's more going to be Team 1 that have to prove that they can, they can play to their, they can play to a more what you would normally expect from a T7 team on this map before Liquid start respecting them a bit more.
100%.
Liquid's definitely going to continue to play very aggressive CT side until proven otherwise here. So they're looking for the quick shutdowns on these rounds. They're looking for early kills. They're looking for 5v4s. Anything they can use to get a massive advantage over Team Liquid here. Excuse me, over Team 1.
Yeah, that's going to confuse it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the bomb is just sitting there. They've gotten one player, TRK, down drop room. So Team 1 do have time to just sit, let this round develop. Liquid certainly know someone is in drop room, as Twist will be that quick rotator playing around pillar. They're pretty much just 2-1-2.
This is what I was worried about with Team 1, though, on their T side, is, like, hopefully this is just the story of things to come, but right now it doesn't really look like they're setting much up. Like, Liquid is going to know this is coming more than likely. This is what you would normally expect, and there we go. Twist, JDM, completely shut down the drop room play. They're going to try to sneak out from Broken, but now they have no precedent to establish out on that site. They've gotten one trade kill, but already it's down to Maluk. He gets a nice little op shot off there and kills a chicken, too, it looks like, but now he's going to be in a 1v3 situation in a moment. Doesn't even realize it yet. Stanislaw is about to run right out into his face, and there you go. Shuts him down nice and quick, and it's Liquid to secure a fast 4th round.
Yeah, I kind of like what Team 1 were going for there, but Team Liquid just shut it down with. Initially, they go for a deep plat control to get the deep smoke. Elige pushes up, clears it, falls back. They use their mollies and nades to have plat control pretty much that entire round until the execution comes out from Team 1. And Team 1 not having any other map control elsewhere with 50 seconds now on the clock. They don't want to run back. They feared perhaps the CT players pushed out towards outer yard. They commit to drop. And then it's just an easy hold from Team Liquid. They were never really in any danger. There was very minimal when it came to utility usage from Team 1. And as I mentioned that, it looks like we're going to get a little more little mini wall of smokes right off the get-go. So Team 1 will go into the wall of smokes on a quick execution.
JDM already shutting down one of these players, though, and more will fall after that, using all of their utility right from within the first couple seconds of the round, leaves them with nothing else to work off of now as they go into the site.
Wow.
And it's no surprise to see Liquid just shutting them down like that. Twist and JDM don't even need the help of their other 3 teammates. They do it alone and secure a 5-0 lead in a matter of minutes here.
It's a very quick game, isn't it?
So
From
far,
the pistol
yeah.
round being very snappy, the first rifle round seemed very cut and dry for Team 1, just going down drop, trying to fight out, scrim out, give time for the op to find picks, which didn't work out towards plat. It seems like the pace of this game is going to be really depicted. Normally the T is going to pick the pace of the game, but it seems like Liquid are the ones setting it. They're pushing down plat, they're getting aggressive, getting their faces. And I don't think it will take long for Liquid to start pushing out A. I think that's definitely coming at some point.
You can see it right now, actually.
Yeah,
perfectly.
He's going to time it.
Here comes Stan right now. He's going to try to...
Oh, is he going to see them, though?
Is he out, like, 100% right now?
He's in a smoke.
He's in a smoke. Okay, so we can't really see beyond it just yet. Elige actually getting melted by Molly there, I think, so he's going to be brought down a little bit low early on. And here's something nice from Team 1, the outside smoke setup. Now, I don't think he heard this, but they're going to see it here now. Already, though, again, JDM finding that first kill. They've got Elige waiting in CT cups. They're going to try to work their way out. They managed to get themselves down into drop from TRK.
Okay.
Just kind of wrecks Nitro there. Not the best luck for him. Twist that will be ready to kind of mow down the entire broken wall push, and just like that, normality has been restored. Team Liquid have the advantage. Their players are quite low, however, but TRK does not notice Elige sitting on the steps. So that'll be the end of it. Liquid shuts it down yet again, and the lead continues to grow ever more for them.
Seemed very disjointed for Team 1, where they had players down drop. The drop player found success to find 2 frags. But due to Liquid's utility usage towards plat, they had a molly, they had a smoke. The plat players couldn't push with the drop room players. And either you say, okay, stop the drop room push, you found kills, just sit there, wait for us to be able to get out plat and be able to trade you out and fight with you. Or the players just run through the molly, run through the smoke, which they attempted after drop room players already died. So it became very one-sided after the drop push was already neutralized. So now Team 1 with the max loss, of course. They're just going to probably keep buying, I imagine, until they break Liquid. Next round will be pistol buy with still utility, and Stan's doing the smoke play again, eh?
Did
Committed.
MCH notice him, though, is the question. No, Stan backs up. He's not going to stick out here. Just looking for an opportunity. He'll chuck out the nade, though. That'll lock off about 10 HP from MCH, so doing at least a little bit of damage there. Now, we do have Team 1 probably going to be going for a pretty fast execute out here onto the A-bomb site. Nitro will get flashed out, but he's got teammates support. Quickly picks up the double kill there. He'll lose Twist, so he is now alone from this position, but he does have Stanislaw playing on the bot ramp. Oh, and what a way to end it there as Nitro tosses in the nade to finish things off. Goodbye to Maluk, and hello to a 7th round for Team Liquid as they are well in the lead, and I believe we are going to see the first pause called by Team 1.
And that's just that's just rough when you fall into the buying circle of a T when you have max loss. They had like barely any utility. One flash, one smoke, perhaps they can get onto the site, fight towards stables instead. That molly separates them. They're isolated. The players at long can't help anymore, and they just get absolutely neutralized from the players on Team Liquid. Stan doesn't get caught towards mid. He could have been punished if they went down dangerous stairs. Instead, Stan's allowed to escape for free right in the middle. And this is a good time for Team 1 to take a pause. Things aren't going your way. You're down 7-0. The game's pace is just being completely decided by Liquid with their pushes towards A, the plat game, and with JDM's ops just going off right now. I imagine that's not going to stop anytime soon. But granted, you can't even say anyone's going off on Liquid. I'm going to correct myself. I'm going to contradict myself. Everyone on Liquid's playing well right now. They haven't really been challenged. And I'm hoping the challenge from Team 1 comes soon, as they're going to go for another one of these buys where they have one molly on the T side of Cobblestone. That makes everything so difficult. Mollies are so strong. You molly towards danger stair, drop, plat. Mollies are used at every single aspect of this map as a T, and it's almost needed. So falling into this forced buying around loss bonus is definitely going to hurt, and they need a round soon.
Nitro usually have 5 kills. It's a pretty pitiful performance, if I'm being honest. They really need to step it up.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for them right now. But we can see this aggression coming out from Liquid once more. Not only do they go for the deep smoke into the entryway out towards platform, but they also molly it too, just in case anybody had got over to the boxes on the other side of this cross that you can see TRK's at now. So we're going to have Team 1 pretty much stuck. I think they're still going to try to push out, but the problem is they need some utility, and they don't really have much. They might try to toss out a little bit here, but like I said, if they attempt to go out broken without any flashes or anything, JDM is going to tear them to pieces.
Yeah, Liquid have been throwing these deep plat smokes every single round. They use 2 of them, and they just keep JDM, if not a rifler, posted, looking for the fights right off the beginning. And look how much time it's wasted off the clock already for Team 1, and they who have 0 map control anywhere else. They have 0 map control. They have one player peering into drop who hasn't even fallen yet, and they're about to come out towards JDM. Hits the opening shot as he's going to look for some more. Great flash over, and JDM should just have free hunting here. There's no utility to stop JDM as he's almost going to get a third. Twist and Elige now will fry out, and it's just MCH in a 1v4 with 25 seconds and 0 HP. Liquid are just showing you the power of just having that map control, using your utility to your fullest, and just shutting down Team 1 right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just cannot make pushes like that. Like, especially after the deep smoke, you have to know that JDM or someone is going to take up a position at that box, and they're going to be ready for you. So they have a massive advantage after they've thrown that smoke and after there's like no resistance to it. At the very least, try to do something that maybe Liquid's not expecting. Maybe try to like push that smoke, even if it leads to you dying. There's that small chance that you might get a kill from it. You need to do something a little bit unorthodox here. You're the underdog, and Liquid are very much reading into you. They know exactly what you're going to do. Yeah, and speaking of which, the thing is, though, is Stan has not actually gotten a kill from this position just yet.
For him to
MCH is looking for something here.
He pieces out. Same time, same thing every time. He's gone.
He always ends up getting there just a little bit too late to actually get a frag from it. But at the very least, he gets out into that corner, and if Team 1 are like loud or anything like that, then he can get good information. Which he's probably still got some pretty decent info off of that play right there.
The thing about Cobblestone, especially at T-side, is you have to be so coordinated. You have to be just extremely coordinated as a team, and it just seems it's very disjointed, right, from the rounds they've gone towards B and executed towards drop and plat, as maybe they'll get some fortunate timing here, but it's just all Liquid right now. Twist, stand, go back and forth, a little dance. And it is going to be 9-0 just like that as Team 1. However, in this buy, due to them half buying, they'll get full rifles. They should get a plethora of utility. Golden teeth, aren't they? Beautiful. A doctor-prescribed grill, if you will.
Well, the money's looking good, the frags are looking good, the strategy's looking good for Liquid, that is, as they are dominating at this point, 9-0 against Team 1. Team 1 just not being able to put up that much of a fight at all here, so we need to see them patch things up relatively quickly, otherwise there's not going to be a chance at all, and it is going to be Liquid push themselves forward up to 16 relatively quickly.
Stan's already out through the smoke again.
He got out there a lot quicker this time, too, so...
He's actually going to commit to it this time.
Let's see. Hello. And there we go. There's that early kill going on to IDK. Knocks him out. Nice and early on, and already has a 5v4 established. That's probably going to make Team 1 panic and just push into the A side a bit here, but it works okay because TRK is able to establish a position to find Nitro. Now he's going to get that second kill, but oh, he switched off his weapon, wasn't ready to fight Stanisol there. Had a nade out. They can still corner him, but Stan holds for one, goes on a 1-for-1 trade at least, and now it becomes an all-out brawl for control over the A bomb site. They brought it down to 2 players from Liquid here. Molly onto the ground is actually going to put Elige into a bit of a bad situation, so he has to use the smoke to stay alive. Now Kite moves in, but oh my god, that one-tap on a JDM. Elige will trade trade, but Maluk will shut it down, and finally, we have Team 1 going onto the board as a result of that.
More importantly, they need this round as cleanly as possible. If they drop this round, it is just going to be a disaster for Team 1. Just economy speaking, it's going to take so long to get that max loss back out. They're pretty much going to be broke here with the exception of 2 players who will sit around 2,000, 3,200. But if you want to have some kind of fighting chance, you need to string this round together. Otherwise, it's just going to be so painful, especially considering Liquid have so much money after going just so cleanly for so long. But I like this already from MCH, starting to fight towards Plat. As he's full blind, though, as the teamwork from Liquid, a full blind flash comes over, stops JDM from getting caught. They smoke drop room, and Stan's doing it again. This man is just playing around with mid, and they're doing for a boost, actually, towards long A. They've been doing such a good job towards mid and A to keep Team 1 guessing, and Nitro gets boosted to clean up TRK, and Liquid have just done a lovely job nearly every round to find the opening pick somewhere, whether it be Stan at mid, a boost there, JDM. It's always Liquid coming out on top with an extra digit.
You ever seen that scene from Breaking Bad where Jesse's like, he can't keep getting away with this? This is what's happening right now at like A-Long.
Don't spoil it. My dad didn't watch the final episode because he didn't want the show to be over. How sad is that?
That's not spoiling anything. That's just
true.
I just said a
but
line.
But if my dad's watching, you know,
that's
don't spoil it.
Is he watching?
I have no clue.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably at work, to be completely
honest.
It's a bit
early. I'd be surprised, personally.
Me too. So now it's just 2 players left from Team 1. They're very separated. Minimal utility as he'll throw his final flash out towards B, trying to pull something, and just peeks into the op. The flash didn't even connect. Elige will clear out Plat. That's Melik. Is the last one up in a 1v5, and 25 seconds, I think, just saving the op is important here. But it's going to be 10-1 for Liquid. Team 1 are back down to $1,400. It is definitely worst-case situation now for Team 1.
Yeah, and for Maluk, he's basically just holding on over here at the edge of A-Long, trying to stay alive. This will become his point to defend, his one area that he has control over in the map here. Stanislaw looking for him, spots him. Maluk is able to react in time, but now he's going to get pinched on as they absolutely will hunt him down, considering the money that's available on Team Liquid right now. Twist will be the one that finally finishes it off, and there you go. Liquid already into double digits here. 10-1 becomes the scoreline, and Team 1, unfortunately for them, they will be broken and have to force up in this round as they'll be looking at a double save anyway.
Stan doesn't crack a smile when he plays.
Nice.
Nitro's over there giggling, and Stan, he's just dead in it. no,
it's all business for Stan.
It's 100% all business.
All right, so much to be expected. The buy from Team 1 is not going to end up being that great. They were able to scrub together 2 AKs from those that did stay alive on that round they won, but besides that, it's quickly down to CZs for everyone else on the team here. They're not going to be looking that great. And they'll have to try, and again, this is the big key issue here, is that there's just not really a whole lot of strategy being busted out from this T side just yet. They're struggling to adapt it beyond any of the usual executes here, so Liquid constantly read into it, constantly figure out exactly what is happening, and position themselves perfectly to stop that.
Now they're kind of playing the money game. They've fallen into the pit that is just so hard to get out of, especially so late into the half. You don't have a lot of time to just wait it out and recoup. You pretty much just have to keep the gas pedal pressed. As they're going to go ahead and get down drop room. Kalik will be the first down, and Twist is the first to find a kill. Kalik's about to flash for his teammates, and Alicia's going to be playing towards Sidewalk. Gets into the cubby just as the flash pops, and Alicia's going to wait it out. Here's the second flash coming, and it should be clean up for Elige.
Oh!
No, but Kalik, nice little CZ kill as JDM goes down. Now Team 1 are finding clean frags towards the B site. They seem to just find Liquid focused on their individual positions, and they're able to clean them up. Now they have rifles and sight control.
Beautiful frag coming out from Kike specifically. That's really just opened up a whole new world of possibilities for them on this round, where I thought once again they were just going to get torn to shreds. Now as they move into the site, Nitro and Stanislaw for a way to re-entry here. They are stuck behind the smoke over here at doors. They do have to be a little bit cautious of it upon moving in. The flash over top is really great, though. It is going to force them back into a corner, but they're also not leaving themselves a whole lot of time for this retake, so it's going to be a little bit close. Great push from IDK coming out of the corner, and he's going to shut both the players from Liquid down, securing a second one for Team 1.
Right after they get sent down to 1,400 to keep 3 players alive, get JDM's op in your hands, you save 2 rifles. I mean, it's not bad for Team 1, but this half is still so monstrous for Team Liquid. 10 rounds on your CT side is just so deadly to come back from. It's going to take some serious grit from the Team 1 side to fight back into it. But if anything, that was a good sign. The way they got into sight, the way they isolated those fights, the opening duel onto Elige certainly helped without Elige being able to shut down drop room, that initial drop room fight. So now maybe there's a little bit of an opportunity here for Team 1.
We can see Kike specifically trying to move himself forward here, looking for a chance to try and get an early kill against Liquid as they continue to get aggressive. So here's the thing, right? We're slowly starting to see Team 1 evolve into better positions, get that confidence going a bit more, wanting to take more risks in the early round, establishing control over here towards platform and things like that. But look at how late in the half this is happening. This is this round, the last round, are the first times that we're starting to see this finally happen with them.
Yeah.
But it's already 10-2 or 10-1 at that point. So
one of the bigger issues I've been seeing with Team 1 is just their map control, right? They seem very isolated. And now that all 5 players went towards B apps right at the beginning of the round, and they realized, oh, Team Liquid are still throwing these deep smokes. You can't really fight off of that until later in the round when they're finally out of smokes. Then all the team as a unit pretty much has to fall back and fight for map control towards a outer yard because they know Stan's been aggressive, Twist has been doing some weird boosts with his teammate, and now they're just scared of every single spot because they don't know what Liquid are up to anymore. Liquid has just been playing it off, doing whatever they want every single round and catching Team 1 off guard, and this is another critical round where Team 1 can't overlook anything.
Now Team 1, they are going to look for an A-long execute here out of the site. It's up to Liquid to read into this properly. So we are going to see Twist commit to it when he starts to see the nades being tossed back over. MCH just gets destroyed by a nade over here, so it's not going to be long before Twist is able to fully knock it out. TRK and the others looking to push forward out further onto the A site, and as they continue to do that, the bomb will get planted, but they're losing numbers quickly here. It's getting dangerous for them. Liquid will trade that one frag back out, hopefully keeping things slightly under control, but still a 4v3. When finding another one, he's the one thing holding his team together at this point, but now he's the only thing holding his team in this round. He's going to be surrounded. Okay. Oh, the no-scope. Ooh. Twist play with him a little bit, but that opens up now a 1v1. Might not have wanted to do that as he's got this down low. Can't seem to find his opponent, but no, he is going to be able to take down Stanislaw, and it gives Team 1 another round as they continue to rack him up here. 10-3 at this point. They're slowly but surely making a comeback.
It's a big ace. And this poor Twist, man. I think he wanted to do something a little cheeky with it, and then Stan just caught off guard, and that's a big ace for Team 1. I mean, if they can clean up this half at 10-5 to what it started off at, it would be pretty nice. But Liquid just have now had so much money for so long, even with Team 1 winning these rounds in a just consecutive go. Team Liquid have enough cash to get the double ops out now on Nitro. JDM will be wielding that, of course. And this is Liquid just putting all their money, all their eggs in one basket. They spent it all, but they still get enough utility goes for those deep smokes. They can leave JDM posted on plat and just rotate off Nitro. It gives a lot of dynamic to Team Liquid, and I don't know how Team 1 are going to deal with it, perhaps.
Yep, so now Team 1 on one of their last rounds here. Looks like they're going to go back to the basics. Straightforward B execute out of the site. TRK kind of leading a charge for them. Good smoke setup, though, as Liquid's not really going to be able to do anything until they get outside of Broken here. They will immediately start to do some things, though, when they get out of Broken. Twist already with a double. He will be found by TRK, but Elige moves in. However, TRK saving his team, keeping them together at this point. It gets brought down to a 1v2, and from Luke, he's not going to last very long either. Stanislaw knocks him out, and Liquid are back in dominating form here as they win out the 14th round, putting the scoreline up to 11-3, and in the final round does not leave Team 1 with a whole lot of cash to force up towards for the most part. They're going to be working with upgraded pistols and maybe an ump or two into the mix here for the final buy.
So hard to deal with Team Liquid setups. Twist gets 2 kills. He's calling, he's falling through the smoke. Gets support from Elige. JDM is just told he can peek constantly from sight without having to worry about getting wrapped. His riflers have his back. And it's just so hard to break into that. It's just a brick wall. Even if you get the opening frag, there's just 3 more Liquid players popping out and immediately finding your life for that trade. And now in round 15, it's CZ's, a Deagle, a Galil, going up just a fully stacked Team Liquid, and they're going to try to pressure Stan. They know he's been playing towards mid, and they're not going to check their corners, and it's a mow down for Stan. He gets 3, and it just looked all too easy for Team Liquid there, as it's Malik. In a 1v4, he will clean up JDM, but now he's just going to be simply overwhelmed, and a 12-3 half. Especially on the CT side of Cobblestone, it just looked so comfortable from Team Liquid.
Yes, that mops up the first half. Not too surprising considering what we were expecting coming into this matchup here, but 12-3 becomes the halftime scoreline. And with essentially 1 pistol round victory, Liquid will put themselves up to map point. And really will only need 1 or 2 gun rounds to be able to close out on this first map and push themselves forward into the winner bracket grand final for Team 1. Well, they have to come back. It's going to be a heroic effort needed from them, and we'll just have to wait and see if they're going to fare any better on the CT side. As now we switch it, and we will be jumping into the second half, so let's dive into it, ladies and gentlemen, and see if there's any hope at all for Team 1, or if this will end relatively quickly, so as somewhat expected for Team Liquid.
I'd love to see a fight, but look at 22-7, 17-4. They just haven't been pressured. It's as simple as that. Team 1's map control is just struggling on the T side. Their execution seemed a little jagged and the timings were off, so perhaps they can tighten this ship up on the CT side, which does require a bit more communication. But I'm optimistic, to say the least, as Liquid are going to get ready to try to get down the B site. Nitro's down, dropping, looking for blood.
Out they go. No initial kills coming in just yet. The players from Team 1 are actually holding back pretty far onto the site. They get the first 2 kills though before TRK trades, but TRK once again holding its team in this matchup right now. MCH will show up with another one too after TRK falls down to the ground, but now he's the last man standing in a 2v1 behind the rock, and it doesn't take Twist long at all to headshot him. Beautiful one-tap coming out from Twist to close out the pistol, and there we go. Liquid have everything all but secured now. Just 3 more rounds, and they'll take their first match of the tournament.
And kind of went without saying, but I'll say it anyway. That pistol round was pretty much needed from Team 1. Now they're going to be put in a rough spot where Liquid will be on pretty much 15 before rifles come out from Team 1. So they're going to need an upset at this point, at this stage. With this Mag 7, you get a couple upgraded pistols, and it is just an uphill struggle now from Team 1. Before, it was a decent-sized mountain. Now the mountain's covered in snow, and you're not wearing any snow pants. So it's going to be so hard for Team 1 here, as MCH might be able to find some damage. A nice trade immediately from Nitro. So interesting note, Team Liquid send the SMG player first. Very textbook. They don't mind losing JDM there for 1-for-1 to get on towards the A site.
Yep, and now they just need to set their players up in a better positions here so that they can fully execute. Stanislaw, I think, is going to wait a couple of moments, just make sure nobody pushes a broken wall or anything like that. We did see Maluk manage to sneak his way over into the cubby up on top of platform here, so Stan might actually go checking more so to the site than anything else, but we'll see here in a moment. Meanwhile, besides this, there's players winning all across the map for Team 1 here, really keeping their own options open as they know it was possible. They might have rotated back since they went on a 1-for-1 trade.
That hit him. The player should have heard that in cubby.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's going to get the kill, unfortunately. That one, in fact, Stan's going to mop up shop over here. 2 kills for him. We'll go for a number 3, but TRK will knock him out before he can successfully pick that up. That does open up the A bomb site, however, as it caused quite a few rotates from Team 1, and that unfortunately will be their demise in this round, as it would seem. That allows Team Liquid to walk right up onto the platform, get a full plant, and this last man standing here now, TRK, is going to see what he can do in this solo situation. Obviously, a clutch is very much in the realm of fantasy, but might be able to snag off at least 1 or 2 kills here.
Now he's going to get pushed, perhaps may catch a leash. He's successful in doing so, so gets an AK. I don't think they're letting him get out of here. Twist, there's not a chance he's letting him live.
Nice.
And TRK will lose his head as Liquid will get up to 14. Team 1. I mean, you're going to just see this buy. It's not going to be existent. It's going to be maybe some upgraded pistols, a flash to give him a chance. And you can't really afford to play defaults in rounds like this either. Maybe you can send the Deagle off towards Plat. The other pistols should group up, make a push, try to at least find some kind of avenue of opening against Liquid, which is so hard, even when you have rifles. It's hard to find any kind of avenue of success as pushing as a CT on a cobblestone. It takes a lot out of your team, and it's very risky to start off the round, especially in a map like this. So we'll see Team 1 perhaps just go for some kind of individual fights, and as I mentioned, 1 player B. The rest will go towards A, hoping to get lucky, but it's just not the case. Twist may lose his life to IDK, but outside of that, this is Liquid getting the bomb down and a retake with nothing else to work with.
Yeah, and the players just getting torn to shreds here, it would seem. Down to just already 3 here for the CT side, and they're completely smoked and naded out of this site in general here. Smokes in both the entry points that they have access to, and the more recent one just being smoked out over here towards drop, which is where they're going to try to move back in from, but they really don't have any room to maneuver their way into that site at all. We can see them backing up now. Spam coming in from all directions here, too. So there's just no hope at all for Team 1 in this run here. And Liquid might even push the doors in a second to try and look for a kill or 2 against them. Just have some fun since they're very much well in control of this matchup. TRK sneaks off 1 kill as the CTs attempt to brute force their way back in, but it is just not working at all here. And with the last kill from Nitro, there we go. Liquid go up to 15. And only 1 more will be needed for them to close out on this matchup.
This is going to be grueling for Team 1 if you want to stay optimistic with me. As the op will come out for them, and as I mentioned, they wouldn't be able to get rifles till Liquid around 15. They desperately needed an upset when they got those upgraded pistols and utility out. Instead, now it's going to be Liquid who are looking very comfortable. They get the op, they get the full utility. And Team 1 are putting a competitive situation into this round, but I don't think Liquid are going to take the foot off the pedal. I think it's just going to be straight, no holds bar, as MCH is going to do his best Stanislaw impersonation, but I don't know to what success rate is. He's going to look towards stairs and not check behind him. He's actually snuck through. I don't think they spotted that.
No, he has managed to successfully infiltrate his opponent's area of the map here. 1-for-1 trades, though, as a small execute does begin here for Team Liquid. It's actually a bit interesting because of where Elysia's positioned, so MCH, if he can find him and knock him out, then they can drop the bomb and isolate it here and let Team 1 steal away this first gun round. But there's the molly up on top. That is going to stop the flank from completing itself. MCH will have to turn tail and run the other way for the time being. I'm sure he'll still be a threat later on here, but he backs up into an interesting position. He'll be where the stalls are here, and Stan spamming into the door, gets very close to another kill against Maluk specifically, but can't take him directly out of the fray just yet. Brings him only down to 18 HP. They'll toss the bomb up on top here too, just in case that drop player does end up getting pinched successfully. Alicia's held his own for right now, with an additional kill being picked up now. So he's going to take him down. Finally, the bomb will join him again. But IDK, waiting for his chance to move back in, gets the first kill, but Elysia's there once again to save the day. Knocks out IDK, getting himself a third kill here. Running a bit low on time, so he's going to quickly molly outside of the drop room. They still gotta be careful. Stan sees the shadow, thought he was going to push back in. Won't be the case, but still wins the individual 1v1. Now it is a 1v1 to potentially decide the match. 20 seconds left. Stan has plenty of time to try and win this, but he can't get it done. Maluk will take him down, and it's Team 1 to stay alive, winning the first of 12 rounds needed for them to get back into this match.
Whenever Team 1 pick up a round, it seems to be always on the back of individual play, whether it be an ace or an up or a 1v1 win, as Team 1 will pick up their fourth. And Team Liquid are going to be broken money-wise, but they have such a big lead, they could probably buy until they hit max loss and then get the rifles back out. But Team 1 losing as many players as they did, their buy is also going to be quite scattered. But I liked what Liquid were going for there. They want to go for long A, drop split towards A. Very simple. You see that mainly used on pistol rounds, but it's always nice to pull it out on rifles if you can just bully the player outside window. And then it went from, let's do that split, to Team 1 just fighting constantly, and the round almost got thrown away, as Liquid are going to get down drop.
CRK sneaking in with these shots coming off the shotgun right now. He's going to look for one more. He's got to stand at a 1 HP. So he finally just going to give up on the shotgun there, go over towards the pistol to close out, doing some nice little damage there. And the remaining players from Team Liquid, well, they're going to try to sneak in over here towards the A site, specifically through long. But IDK has already managed to spot that. JDM looking for a headshot, but no, IDK is going to run him over. A nice little side swipe kill there to take him out. Nitro now picks up the op. We'll see what he can do alone in a 1v4. There's the first pickup, and now a look behind his backside here, checking for a secondary one. Knows that they're probably going to be sneaking up on him here in a second. It's all a matter of timing. He's going to catch these players pushing him at the correct time. Then, okay, you can slowly whittle down at their numbers, knock them out, maybe even clutch this. However, that is going to be very, very hard to do, and he might seal his fate a little bit too soon here as he walks down. There's a player inside of the mid-connector, and he didn't even see it, so MCH will take him down. And there's number 5 for Team 1 going up onto the board.
It's always such an awkward angle when you're coming down dangerous stairs because the player in mid can see your feet before you can fully see them. So it's always one of those weird situations where you almost have to jump down and try to fight it and assume someone's there. But if you're trying to be sneaky-beaky, it doesn't always work out like that. So 10 rounds now, and Team 1 need to put on the board consecutively, while Team Liquid will just go for a half buy and they get the buys out in the next one. So they'll get the typical upgraded pistols, get themselves some utility out behind this. While Team 1, I mean, nothing really crazy has changed in their buys. They've added 1 rifle, got rid of 1 SMG. Other than that, this should be, unless Liquid are able to get the opening frag and then just swarm the other players on site, it should be a Team 1 round.
Smoke's moving back in. IDK is going to position himself here to try to rip these players to shreds, but actually can't get any of them done. And look at this. It's going to be Team Liquid melting the entire defensive setup here from Team 1 over on the B bomb site, bringing it down to just 2 now from Team 1 and only 1 as Maluke gets 1 kill and a twist and then is traded out by Stanislaw. MCH will have to 1v4 clutch to keep his team into this game. There's the first kill for him there. Now switching over to the rifle as well. So he'll choose to play with that instead of picking up his teammate's drop top. But after getting that 1 kill, he will smoke himself off from the doorway. Try to wrap around the other direction here, look for an opportunity there, but Stan is ready to face him off if he attempts to work his way outside a drop room at all. Actually, he'll change position, which does leave that doorway a little bit more open. He peeks it now. Hasn't been able to sneak out just yet, but the pot flash over top will reveal his intentions, and Nitro will be able to shut that down. So it's going to be Team Liquid, ladies and gentlemen, that take the first match of this tournament. 16-5 is going to be the final scoreline, and they'll be able to move forward here into Group A, the winner's final match, where they're going to be playing off against either Energy or Complexity, pending the winner of that match.
Very explosive final round. I mean, those pistols just found the opening frag on the player towards Plat, who could have just no impact due to all the smokes. They couldn't see anything. And then the pistols were able to just swarm and just outnumber, and you can never count out Liquid, especially with any weapon they have in their hands, and just out-aim the players on B site. So a quick, easy, I should say, first game, but I think Team 1, in a BO3 setting, when they have time to focus, time to sit down, the map pool, they perhaps get a map that's they're more comfortable on, because I mentioned Cobblestone's a map they don't play too often, and playing a map that Liquid are comfortable on against Liquid in a BO1 when you're the underdog, I mean, it's a very controversial head-to-head kind of first BO1.
Yeah, I think overall the expected result comes out here 16-5. I think is pretty fair. Liquid definitely making a couple mistakes there to give a few rounds over to the guys on Team 1, and Team 1 obviously showing up with a few heroics themselves, a couple good individual plays from these players, and we had even had that ace round showing up there in the midst of it too. But besides that, unfortunately, things like team dynamic strategies and whatnot, we're really just not there for the Brazilian rosters. We have to see pretty massive improvements on that. I think the biggest mistake was willing to go to this map instead of something more straightforward, like Cash or something like that. So the choice to go over to Cobblestone probably sealed any hope of an upset right from the map pick there, and I think that was probably their biggest mistake.
It's just so hard to play against a team like Team Liquid. Like, metaphorically speaking, you feel like you're drowning literally all the time, especially as a T on this map. Liquid just applied pressure nonstop from the smokes down plat to the way they played A, constantly with Stan applying pressure and getting support from his riflers. You have no breathing room, and you just feel stuck in a box constantly, especially when you're underdog and you're trying to just get a feel for Team Liquid, getting a feel to playing against a team that's just of this caliber. And there's just zero traction on the tires for Team 1. Again, I hope they go into this BO3, feel a little more loose, the one that's going to happen later on, and maybe get a comfortable map out, and we get to see a bit more out of that.
Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah. But that is going to close out the first match, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere just yet. We have our second match coming up in just a little bit. Once again, that's going to be Energy versus Complexity right here from the America's Minor as the road to Boston continues. Stick with us, and we'll be right back.